Hello everyone, I hope I am live. Please let anyone, if it is anyone watching, please let me know in the comment section that it is audio and video are perfectly fine. So in the last video, we have created a demo instance English MLT to medium instance, and you can see it is currently in service. And we discuss about these two actions that Open Jupyter and Open Jupyter Lab, which is Jupyter is the older version of the Jupyter Notebook, and Jupyter Lab integrated notebook and other contains other features as well. It is the latest version. So today we are going to discuss how to you can create a Jupyter notebook in the this SageMaker notebook instance which we just created to start scripting for training and conduct our machine learning experiments for training and inference, and finally deploying this AI ML model to production. So we are doing end-to-end AI project. So make sure to subscribe the channel so you will get notification of all the parts, so it would be uh, like good to know fast and fast. So let's start our AI project. So as first we can see, just click on, so we will do on both the methods. I will show you both the ways using the older way of Open Jupyter and as well as on the Open Jupyter Lab. But as Jupyter Lab is the newer version and the preferred way also is Jupyter Lab, as like many companies have restrict the support for the older version of the Jupyter. So we first do on the Jupyter Lab. I will also show you how we can do on the Jupyter or simple Jupyter. So no need to worry about that. So after we have created, but just make sure before doing this that your notebook instance should be in service. And then we go to this file and click on new and the notebook. Click on this. So you can see it is asking for select kernel. Just like we have Linux kernel into our Amazon Linux 2 and multiple kernels. So we have to select kernel for here. So we are going to work for our project. We are going to select Conda Python 3. So Conda Python 3 is basically contains both Conda and the latest version of Python 3. So if, those who don't know what is Conda, I can quickly tell you. It is an open source package and environment management system, which helps us to quickly install, run, and update packages and their dependency. And apart from just an package manager, just like we see with the pip for Python and chocolately for Windows, and those who are familiar with the DevOps background, we see Helm for Kubernetes files. uh, Apart from just that package management part, it also work as environment management, just like it creates virtual environment and all, just like we use VNV for Python. It can do both the works, pip work and VNV work. So it can easily create, save, loads, and switch between multiple environments which are present on your computer. So that's the biggest benefit of we are working on this kernel. So just click on select. So yeah, so this way we have selected our kernel, and so currently I am working on the Jupyter Lab. So after we have done this, so we have to first better is to save this file. So just simply we do in our normal like any file, we press Control S and just rename it as like you can name it any. I naming is demo.ipnvy. So it is completely saved. So if now you go to Jupyter section, you can see already it is there. As we saved here on the Jupyter Lab, because both of them are running on the same instance, which is demo instance English. So that's why they are basically Jupyter Notebook is just the part of UI, you can say. It is not something that is in the back end. It is just the front end which we are showing. Just like I already explained, it is similar to Visual Studio Code. We can see all the files which are there, but actually it is there in your hard disk or your physical hardware infrastructure. So but here if you want to do it from starting, so here you have to go to new And here you can see in the, because here there are not much options. We have only more of a notebook options here. So select this conda python 3, and it will create a new file, and here you can perform your activities similar to what we are going to do in here. But here you can see in the new section, we can see there is console, notebook, terminal, text file, markdown file, python file, R file. So there is a much bigger update into the JupyterLab section. So, but if you want to do it, same functions which are performing, we are going to perform here in the JupyterLab, you can same do in the Jupyter Notebook as well. Okay, so it is exactly same. So I am going to close this Jupyter Notebook, because that is not a now a recommended way, because a new version of JupyterLab is available. So let me delete this. Yeah. So now we are inside our notebook instance. We are in running our JupyterLab. So I hope this is clear. The both the ways, like a simple Jupyter notebook and the JupyterLab section, like what we have to do, and we have to select this Conda Python 3 kernel for our uh, AI project. So after wait, just let me see if anyone is there in the comment section. Okay. So let's continue our AI project. So after we are done with this, we are inside our JupyterLab notebook. We have to as we have already selected Conda Python 3 instance, so we don't need to install the Conda Conda system, and this Python, we don't need to install it because it is already there, as we are utilizing the SageMaker Notebook instance, Anaconda, and all those, because it also has the Anaconda part. So if you don't know, Anaconda is basically a distribution which helps you install the Python interpreter and the various data science and machine learning package easily. So it helps you with all the major machine learning libraries like TensorFlow, Scikit-learn, Thino, and data science library like Pandas, NumPy, and Desk, and visual libraries like Bouquet, Data Shader, and Matplotlib, and Holovis. So everything is already there in the SageMaker, so we don't require it. If you running on your local system, I will provide the link in the description from where you can download the Conda and run command Conda install. Let me just put that command on the screen. I hope it is visible. Yes, I guess it will be visible on your screen. So when you put this command, with this command you can install our, we require a library to perform our further uh, libraries which we need to install from Conda if you are doing it on your local or any instance which does not have, which is not utilizing this SageMaker and this Jupyter section. So then you have to use this command to install the shape. You can see in the last we see Conda Forge shape. So shape is a is a very popular library tool which helps us to interpret the output of the machine learning models, which the full form of it is Shapely Additive Explanation. So it really helps us to elaborate the output of machine learning models. So that's why we are installing this model, and it is very important for our future AI project. So after you are done with this, so first what we are going to do in our notebook, we are going to check the Conda version which is already there. So you just have to type the command conda v, mm, let me do it, conda dash v, and just press shift and enter on your system, and it going to actually run the like command. So here you can see that's the benefit of Jupyter Notebook. Here you can just run the command and it will show you output here only. It can store data, and I already told you it is very interactive computing, you can see. So we can see Conda is already there, so we don't need to install it. And we can first what we need to import the library. So just let me click here. So you can see it is trying to install this import trying to import this shape library, which is very popular tool, as I already told you, to explore the output, to interpret the output of the machine learning models. So next step is to load the our data set. As we have already imported our library which is required to load our data set, because the first step we already learned in our theoretical videos that first thing to train our model is we require a data set. So on that we need on that database we are going to train our model that yeah, this is the data. If you get data similar to that, then you have to predict that output. So uh, let me do with that. Wait, wait. So we can do, as we already imported, so we can do data sets library.data modules, and there are multiple functions coming. So we are going to import this data set adult. So what is this data set? So let me show it to you. Which data set is this? So I will provide this data set link in the description. Somehow this data set is, yeah, now it's available. So this is the data set which are going to available. It is like freely available, and it is a donated data set, and it basically this data set predict whether your income is 50,000 per year, more than that or not. And it is based on the 1994 census data from I don't know which country it is, but mostly for demo purposes I utilize this data set only. So you can see there are multiple variables like age, work class, and education number, marital status, occupation. So what they are doing, they are taking all these data, what is the education of that person, what is private, or it is what working class it belongs to, and then after that you can see these are, all are features. So those who don't know what is a feature, so let me just explain it to you. Yeah. So I already have written the blog for this, where you can see what is a feature. So I can easily explain it to you. So just here we seeing the person thing. So any it measurable characteristic of the property. So here the object is person, and the characteristic which we can measure is the age, what is the marital status, so and what is the income of that. So there are multiple characteristics and the measurable characteristics or properties. So that are known as features. So as you can see here, role also you can say features, and so like this way you can see that. And only in the last you can see income as target. So in machine learning terms, target is known as labels. So what is the label? So here the output or target variable which the model is trying to predict. Just like here, the adult is trying to predict whether the income based on the data, based on the age, based on the work class he belongs to, based on the company it belongs to, does it exceeds the income of or not. So yeah, that for in our case that is a label. So if I go to into our my demo, you will better understand it. So just like if I put x equal to this and just display the x, so you can see there is data coming. So you can see this part is totally features where the object of person is having these features: age, work class, education number, marital relationship, race, sex, and all these countries. And then in the last section you can see this false, 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 true, and all these. So it is saying person 0 who has an age of 39, who belongs to work class 7, and whose marital status is 4. I will tell you why all this is in numerical section, where here we can see this work class is a categorical in type, not an like a number or something. Education is also categorical. But let's just understand all these are features. And here it is telling, yeah, if the first person 0 does not have like uh, the income more than 50,000. So this is what we already provided based on the census data. So our model can read these examples. Basically, this is a like an data set is like an example where we are telling if the person is of this age, this work class, then it is not having the income more than 50,000 per year. But the last person, which you can see, the person number 32560, it has the age of 52 and who belongs to this work class and this having this marital status, is having the income more than 50,000 per year. So basically data set is nothing. Basically we are trying to teach the example. We can more I can tell you more understand this. Just like here we take this example of a person. Basically these are the input variables we are telling to make the predictions. And we can take other examples also, here is the person adult person data set. If we having a data set of music playlists, so features can be in that case it will be song ratings, or which songs are listened to previously, what is the song listening time. So based on that it can predict here we can see this label can be hit or flop. We can tell, yeah, if the playlist was listened this time, what is how much time it is going to listen, what were the song retain, and what was the end result, that it become hit song or flop song. So we can try to tell using this example. Similarly, we can consider a data set of houses where we use the features like size, number of bedrooms, and the location. And then we are telling, yeah, if these features are like if the size is something 20 by 30 and number of bedrooms are 4, location is some post location Mumbai, then what would be the price? It is 1 crore, 2 crore, or whatever. So based on that, then price will become the label. So basically the output which we want to predict by our model, so that when we are trying to put that into a data set, then we call it as a label. I hope this will give you more understanding. And if you want to more go into deep, you can come to this blog. I will provide the link into the description, so you will get a more idea about this. Okay. So let's continue with our demo. So you can see these are features, and the last part is our labels, basically telling, yeah, this is these persons having more than 50,000 per year of income or not. Okay. So after we first what I will do, I will try to separate it. So by what way I can separate it? So, and one thing I wanted to tell you, that even it's not necessary to put everything into one cell. It these notebooks have a memory of itself. So if I put X here and press Shift plus Enter, then still it is going to put the variable value here. And so like so first I want to segregate them. So what you can do, I can use two variables because they are separated by comma. and put equal to, and our is library name, then data set, our module name, and then the function adult. Okay, then press okay, we have to display it. If you like put it, it will just put into the x and y value, but it will not display it. So to display it, actually we have to write it. So just like if I put x and y, so then I press shift enter. So as you can see, now it is only showing me the letter of value, like value of y, only labels part. Why it is not showing me x value? Because cells are designed in such way it only show the last of value. So if you want to see the value of this x, then you have to put like a display. Let me like use it again. If I put it like display of x, and okay, I put it wait, I can do it again. Like if I put it display of x and then put y and press shift enter, so you can see it shows me both value. I can like do it again. Like if I write like display of x and y, then it is going to show me the value of both into that part. But if I don't put like display here and just put uh, yeah, let me just scroll it, x and y, then it only going to show me the value of y only, which is the last variable. Okay, so if you want to display the any other value except the last one, then you can utilize it. Wait, just give me a second. Yes, yeah. So after that, like I'm just checking the comment section. If anybody is watching, please let me know in the comment section. So it will be very helpful, and make sure to subscribe the channel. So let's continue with our project. Yeah. So like we have learned like how to show the variable values, and we have imported the data set as well. So now as we have already load the data set and done with that, let's try to basically we will perform some option with the loader data set, so we can like use the desired variables whenever we require. So we need to understand how we can do some operation with the already loaded data set. So what we can do, we can like put another variable like features, and suppose I want to just put the like I just wanted to list all the columns. So what I can do, this dot columns, so it will list me all the wait, so as you can see here, I want to try to display this part only, because these are all my features. So if I put it, do you think it will show? It will not show, because I'm just loading the value into this variable. If I want to show it, wait, I just then I have to write this variable again, and then it will show me. You can see it fetched out the all the features of the data set which is written there, and this is all the person, like it contains the data of 3000 32,561 persons, as it contains starting from 0. So that's why. So like this way you can like fetch it out and like perform different functions using list. So this will be a more. And one another thing which I wanted to tell you, like I was telling you that here occupation it is showing as 1. So what is this one actually? If you want to know it, um, then how you can check it? So for that you can like use it a display version of the, like here you can see this is the way we loaded our data set. So what we can do, when we are loading this data set, we can put display equals to true. Okay, and then we can put into a variable similarly like x display, y display to display our features and labels. So first one, it is going to display the features, and the second one it is going to display the labels. So, and also we have to write it down, and also into the display section, because I want to display both part, x display and y display, or maybe we can just put it like here. You can see now the occupation is administrator, clerical, executive manager. Now we can see the display version of that. And if I put y underscore display, which is going to display me the label, which is going to be same because it is already showing us like if it is there or not, like income is more than 50,000 per year or not. So it will be similar to that. But now you can see there is a difference between here. It is saying male are represented by 1 and female are represented by 0. And similarly for the race, they are represented by the different number, because like when we are performing the calculation, it will be good to have the numeric features. So that's why it is designed into that way. All data sets are designed into basically these two versions basically, uh, generally. So after we are done with that, uh, as we already seen the display version difference between display version and the numeric version. Now we are trying to display the statical overview of our data set. So what do I mean by that? So let me show you. If I wanted to say display x dot describe function, so we are taking advantage of describe function, and just if we put the enter, so here you can see it is giving me a statical overview. So it is showing me what is the count, how many count. So as we already know, there is total 32,561%. So count of all the columns will be same, and it had performed the mean function, standard deviation, minimum, what is the minimum value of it, 25 percentile, 50 percentile, 75 percentile, and maximum. So all these calculations are already done for you if you utilize this describe function. So we can display it accordingly. Okay. So this is very good way if you want to show like the statical overview of data set. So that way you can use the describe function. And another way to display like the your data set is using the histogram. So if those who don't know what is histogram, it is basically uh, like a representation of the distribution of data in the graphical format. So how you can do it? You can like maybe utilize the hist function. So similarly like describe, you can see hist function here. So you can see the old data is now represented into histogram. But as we can see, it is like quite not quietly representable and not into like we can't represent it very well, and it is also not very well aligned. So like we have to add some parameters into these functions like bin and figure size and share axis section. So let's discuss them one by one. So first parameter which we are going to try is figure size. So what we can do, let me just copy it. So let me put this parameter. So it takes basically as input as tuple. So tuple is we put into the smaller brackets, and let me put it as a 10 by 10. So this is basically width into height. So this figure is like I want to represent into what height and what width. So I can put it there. First we put the width and then we put the height, and then press the enter key. So you can see it is now like much betterly represented. and this is now 10 by 10 figure, but I still see some space, so maybe we can increase the width here. Okay, so if I put it, let me just so you can see the difference. Copy it and let me put it 20. Just press it. So you can see now it occupies the like a very good space, and it is looking very fine and nice compared to what we are seeing here, which is not actually representing the data if you want to like correctly represent it. But still I see some difference, like there is some mismatch, and I don't think it is going to represent all the correct data, because there are 32,561 persons, and it is showing very less representative. So like by default the value of the bin, so those who don't know what is bin, so bin is basically an interval or range into which your data is divided. So currently our data of 32,561 person is divided into 10 intervals only. So that's why it is showing this 10 bars only. And but if you want to increase this, so you have to put like you can put directly here as well. Let me just copy it, and if I put it here and put like bins equal to, let me increase it to 20, because defaultly it is 10. So now you can see comparatively it has more like these bars, and which is known as bins in histogram. So is it showing more of the data, and it represent quite well what I want to see in the data set, like what data set actually represent. But I guess like let me increase it more. The one thing which I wanted to tell you, like uh, choosing this appropriate number of bins is very important in creating a meaningful and informative histogram. Like if you choose too few bins, that can oversimplify the distribution, and if you choose too many bins, it can introduce noise and make it very hard to identify patterns basically. So choice of bin size can truly impact the visual representation of data. So that's why it is good to experiment with different bin sizes and to find out the best and use that only. So I will try with the 30. Let me check it. So this you have to experiment. There is no fixed depend on the data set to data set. It will be like more representative. So you can see I found the 30 version is more compelling compared to that, and this is what actual representation of my data set. Here it is still in the 20 bins, it is still wondering, but here I can see a overall picture of it. I can definitely not put all the 3,000 32,000 details. It will not actually going to understand me very quickly. So I guess this looks fine. Let's try with the 40 as well, 40 bins. So like there I started seeing that much very presentable gap, and I guess 30 is a much better view. So I'm going to go with 30. You can go with any I don't want to put like too many bins, as I it should be easier because I find 30 is easier to find the patterns into my data. Okay, what is the pattern, and what is the different patterns into different feature. So I'm going to go with the 30. So next thing what we can do, okay, we can because here is the data, so in terms of figure we can utilize the share axis. So what we can do, we can utilize the share axis parameter. I'm going to go with the 30 bins, and here I can put share. I'm going to share the y-axis. Okay, so share y, and you can put it as true. here and just press shift enter. So you can see here all the the y-axis has been taken a common parameter and represented accordingly. So I can get a better view and a better representation of my data set. So now I can compare it and identify different patterns, what is the age based on the common y-axis. So that is very easy and better representation of my data set. So I hope you get a very good idea how to represent your data set, how to load the data set, what libraries you required, what you need to do. I I also see the video is getting that too much longer. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it, and let me know in the comment section if you are want this video in the Hindi as well. uh, that's all in this video. Make sure to subscribe the channel, like the channel, and share it with as many as people. Thank you.